So I'll do an introduction again because apparently everything crashed. It's Dice Naga Curse of Strahd episode 3. We're leveling up. So we're just rolling hit dice. Leah rolled up a 4 hit dice for a wizard. Josh, next, your D10 for a paladin, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Come on, big money. DM gets 10.
Oh, roll low.
Don't get a 10. Don't get a 10.
6.
Would you like 10?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
Sammi.
Buy me high.
Tala. Come on, Sammi. D8 for a cleric?
D8. Yeah.
7.
I would like.
Not bad.
Where did that go? Did anything come up for you? Because it didn't come up for me.
No.
When I rolled.
No,
it.
there's nothing in the game log, no.
Again. Roll. There we go. 8.
Oh, huzzah.
Yes.
Sweet. Tidy. Okay. So we're doing all right so far. You know what's going to happen now then, Tom? So D10 for you, dude, for Ranger?
D10.
5.
9.
No.
Yes.
Here we
Okay,
go.
looking good.
And I've got good constitution and I've got the tough feet, so I'm looking all right.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's have a look then. So second level wizard on 16 hit points. So good God. Paladin on 28, Ranger on 29, Cleric on 26. That's incredible, Sammi.
That's hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's take you onto map tools.
Am I on?
What I'll share with you, this is a combination of fan art and campaign art. So the background is the Durst house fan art, and in the foreground is Thornbolt and Roosevelt Durst. The reason I didn't show you this at the time is because you look at those two little kids and you go, I'm not going in there. I'm not having nothing to do with those kids.
No, fuck that.
which is sometimes part of the problem with the art from the campaign. It's wonderful art, but scary as shit. So when we left you, you were running away from the mist. You'd come across this village surrounded by mist, and these two children who were frightened because there was a monster in their house, and you went in to investigate. And the higher you went into this house, the further up the floors you went in this house, and the kind of spookier it got, and you were attacked by a suit of armor, attacked by a spectre, until you found a secret passage which leads to the attic, which is where you are now. So if I force that for you, you're on a landing. I think it was Tala. Was it you, Sammi, that found the secret passage?
Believe so.
Yes. So this.
Patches.
Yeah, and I found patches. There you go, Sammi. Now that you're there, actually, you can control him.
Oh, a lovable dog. That's fine.
Holy shit, Sammi.
Please don't take the dog from us, Mr. Beyond.
One thing I won't be able to cope with.
Oh, I mean, you had your opportunity to speak out, Sammi.
But you mentioned nothing about putting a dog in the game.
Nothing's off limit.
What I did mention is torture the shit out of you, Sammi. So let's go with it.
Fine.
Let's see what happens. So you're on this landing. That's a window which is just leading out to a fog-covered street into the back of the house. This door here had a padlock on the outside of it, and you have doors north and south over there and south over here. What would you guys want to do?
Shall we go clockwise from this bottom door? So go round like that.
Yeah, why not?
What's behind door number 1?
Let's do number 1, please. Okay, that should be open for you then. So Horace is taking the lead.
Sure. Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Is it not open much? There you go. So inside this room, as the door creaks open, you can see a simple slender bed, a nightstand. What else can you see? You can see there's a wardrobe, a rocking chair, and there's a doll on the window box just here.
What does the doll look like, Dave?
It's got a lace yellow dress, and it has cobwebs draping from it. Looks like a wedding veil. It's as spooky as you would expect it to be. But there's
FYI,
nothing
I
else
used
of
to have
interest
those
here.
sort of dolls.
Just
I
close
went
the door.
I went to somebody's house once, and they were just all these dolls, just like almost coating every surface around, and their glazed eyes just looked like they were watching you the whole time. I'm like,
Yep.
no,
Like
No,
with
thank you.
porcelain faces that are painted
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like got the
the
shine
shiny
on them.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
In fact, as
It-
Horace steps in, this doll's eyes seem to be following you around everywhere you go.
No.
Burn it. Burn it with fire.
They're in the background.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Sure. Yeah, it's very old and musty. You scrape away the cobwebs, and it's as you pick it up and lift it, the head starts to tilt to one side, and then it falls to the ground as it snaps at the neck and just rolls around on the floor, and it settles, looking right at you.
I think I would be holding the body, and then I'd walk over and pick the head up and kind of like hold the head up, and I'd almost be moving the head around and seeing if the eyes are actually like focused on me.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Bum, 21.
21.
Nice.
21's good enough for me to say, as you've got body and head, and as you're following it around, you feel a jerk from the body. And as you look at the body, it's not moving. But then when you look back to the head, it was faced away, and it's now looking right back at you.
What? So,
I think you
so
should put the doll down. Let's just leave the room and close the door. And as Barry just says that very quietly.
yeah. Yeah, is Horace, but like after feeling that and seeing that, Horace would be like freaked out. He'd be freaking out. So I think he would. Is this like a stove or a furnace?
That's a stove, yes.
I'm assuming it's not burning.
Not
or
yet.
is it? Not yet. I think
Not yet.
he would just put the doll into the stove, shut the door, and lock it, and then just like, ugh, like shudder and then walk away.
Okay, sure. Okay. Where do you want to go next?
I suppose we better try the next door.
Okay.
Sounds like
Take your pick. You've got 3 to choose from.
Should we go this one on the left? There?
yeah,
Oh,
I want this. Yeah,
That one there. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, that is open for you. This is a dusty chamber, and it's packed with what you assume to be old furniture, and it's all draped with dusty white sheets.
Can we tell what's under the sheets, like from the outlines, or is it pretty hard to tell what anything is?
You'd make an educated guess at some. This, for example, it seems the way the sheet is falling, it seems to be some kind of armchair. Similarly, this one here. This one is more of a sort of a cuboid shape, so you would guess some kind of chest or something. But a lot of the shapes, you're not sure. It's possible that there's some kind of mannequin inside, or it's like it's draped around a head-shaped shoulders and then it just falls to the ground.
We'll be playing drill in one of these, isn't there?
Sorry, poker face. Come on, DM.
Everyone's seen that the We Play Angel episodes of Doctor Who, because that's what I'm getting here.
It's horrific.
That is awful.
Yeah,
That's such a good episode.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this chest then, or this chest-looking thing.
Okay, so as you reveal the sheet, pull the sheet back, it is as you've guessed, a chest inside, quite ornate. There's a lock on it, but as you sort of have a look around and lift the lid slightly, it doesn't seem to be locked.
Sweet. Let's just open it. Why not?
Way.
What's the worst that can happen?
That's the spirit. So as you sneak this open, the first thing that you can see inside is you think that there's more of the sheets inside, but as it creaks open slightly more, you realise they're not sheets. This is a dress, and you've seen this dress before on the spectre that you killed downstairs. And as you creak the lid all the way open, you can see now the decomposed skeletal form of what you guessed to be the nursemaid, the nanny.
I think Horace would pretty quickly jump back. Being pretty surprised to see that. I don't know if the others would see it, but I think he'd turn over and be like, "Well, I was going to say now, at least we know what happened to the nursemaid, but I don't think this actually answers any questions at all."
Can Tala make out? I'm assuming that this is quite a old corpse, but is there any identifying signs of what killed the nursemaid, or how?
You can have what I'll say for Tala. You can have a medicine check. You can have it with advantage. I'll say so.
Thanks.
Yeah, brilliant.
A dirty 20, please.
tidy.
Yes.
So you, I mean, the main reason for advantage was because of who Tala is, but also because you've already seen the ethereal, you've seen the spectral form of this, so you know she had stab wounds on the front, and as you roll her over, the dress has these marks, but you also spot the skeleton underneath has these puncture wounds in the sternum and the rib cage from these 7 or 8 stab marks. And it looks, with a 20, it looks like she's been just dumped here unceremoniously. There's no formality to this. It's just almost as if it was a nuisance, or there's a box upstairs. You know what? Let's just ditch her in there. It's quite disturbing, really.
And would I be able to tell from that roll, like the stab wounds, would it be something made with a weapon? Would it be a creature that's sort of clawed into her, or?
With a 20, I would happily tell you again, with your history, this is not a creature that you would be aware of. It seems to be, it's more indicative of a blade.
Nice.
Lovely.
So I think Tala will turn around and go, wow, clearly our friend from downstairs, who is now upstairs, was chucked here, most likely stabbed to death. But nothing time-wise seems to make sense here. So it could be anyone's guess. But I'd certainly say years.
Complete time bubble, this house. Like upstairs and downstairs. Would Pippa be able to tell if there was something freaky with time as you've moved through the house?
Have an Arcana check then, Leah. That's
Right, it nearly landed on. Oh my! I got stressed because I was like, oh, it's nearly a 1, and then I keep forgetting I'm a halfling, and I should really be re-rolling those. 17.
always remember that. Now that you've mentioned it, I'll try and remind you as well if
Oh,
you
I
forget.
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 17. There's no sort of magical disturbance. There's nothing in the air. There's no arcane interference that you can sense as you sort of have a minute and try and tune into what's around you. Yeah. So yeah, the short answer with the 17, as much as I hate to do it, is there's nothing that you can sense from an arcane nature, nothing time altering or shifting.
I wonder who put her in the box.
That is an interesting question.
No drag
Certainly
marks in
considering.
the door.
No. Again, so as you liaise with Tala with her 20 medicine check, there's no scratch marks on the inside as you look around. The corpse was a corpse before it was put in.
And it's been left, and all the dust had settled, post being dragged here.
Yeah, I mean it's all dust covered. It's all covered in cobwebs. You've had to clear cobwebs and dust to get into the chest in the first place. Doesn't seem to have been disturbed for a long time.
I'm now curious to see if there's any other dead bodies up here.
Let's do the mannequin. Or the figure shaped thing. But Horace wouldn't want to grab the sheet. He would, after seeing that, he'd be keeping a distance.
I can gust it off
Ah,
from a distance, so we could all.
saves me the trouble. Horace would go and stand behind Pippa. Like, big bastard, like hiding behind a halfling.
Okay. Kath.
Okay.
Go. I'm afraid to see off.
So as you cast dust, as you reach into your wellspring of magic and cast dust beneath it, the sheet flies off and dust covers the room. As you, the three of you, Pippa, Horace, and Tala, sort of start to cough and splutter. Farrow, inside this mannequin is you, and it's you dead. But then as the dust settles and everyone coughs and splutters and you double take it, it's just a mannequin. It's just a normal clothes horse type mannequin. As the three of you notice, Farrow's gone very pale.
So Farrowwood he'd have knocked an arrow, and I think as soon as he'd seen that, he'd have just loosed it. So he might have an arrow sticking out of it now.
So you can see Farrow very pale, but and you also hear this thud as this arrow sticks out of the forehead of the mannequin.
Kind of looking between Farrow and the mannequin, kind of be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, just finger slipped.
Your finger or your whole arm?
Oh, I just lost grip. Yeah, the dust. Started choking.
Are we going to play what's on the sheet game or what's behind the door game?
I don't like either.
I feel like we're delaying the inevitable, moving the sheet.
Sure. I'll with
Don't lock the door from the outside for no reason.
with a newfound efficiency, you manage to clear the rest of the sheets, and they're all mundane items. There's nothing distinguishing about any of the other pieces underneath. There are chairs, there are other mannequins. There's you know what? Let's throw an ironing board in. Why not? But nothing else, nothing else that makes you think. Yeah, that's probably the least scariest thing I could think of, an ironing board.
That's
where
just to set the mood.
Light and shade. Light and shade.
Okay. What's behind door number 3 then?
Is that a door I see to the south? Or is that a window, Dave?
That's another window, yeah. All of these windows, they have curtains over, and it's the same mist-covered street that you can see outside. Okay, door number 3 for you, ladies. Gentlemen,
Farrow doesn't use his arrow. He leaves it in the mannequin.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, it's survived. So this is a web.
Your arrowness.
It's
your one less arrow.
He's not retrieving it.
Okay. Well, I do like it when you put these little spins on it, so I know that shit's staying there. This web-filmed room contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
Nothing to pique interest.
Nothing. No, it's all quite bare. Serviceable, but
Can I be a bit soft? Pippa looks at everyone else. I'd rather not leave stabbed nursemaid lady in a chest, crumpled up. Could we move her? Maybe put her on the bed rather than leave her? I would do it, but I'm 3'9".
Farrow just nod.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll walk over to the chest and just pick her up and put her on the bed.
Cool.
It
Yeah,
feels
nice
better,
touch.
doesn't it?
And then cover her over with one of the covers from.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's mostly skeleton now with just the wisps of hair out. So yeah, it's right to do so. Curtains open, curtains closed.
Okay. It lets the spirit get out.
Okay, go for it.
Tala will probably put a hand on the skull as well, and she'll just say, "May the moon goddess be with you," and just kind of walk away.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you get a sense of peace from this, whatever she was or whoever it was. Now you can feel it. A sense of well-being passes over you all very briefly.
Okay.
Farrow's going to look at Horace, give him kind of like a shaky but wiry grin and just say, "Well, hopefully we'll find a max murder behind this door."
Well, it ought to be more fun than the ironing board. And on that, he'll just keep the door.
Well, this is the door with the bolts on the outside, the closed bolts.
Yeah, please let him kick it. It'll be funny.
Hit the door. And
Do it.
yeah, to be fair, he wouldn't be looking at the bolt or anything. He would just try and kick it.
So as you turn around and kick the door, this is a solid door. We can have an athletics check if you wish, Josh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
You're gonna
play
put some
rollies
force
with a
into
door.
Okay.
Sure. 12.
Yeah, it's you. I mean, as you're exchanging this moment with Farrow, it's a fuck it, let's see, kick the door moment. It's quite embarrassing for Horace as you suddenly realise, this door, and then you look up and look around this door. It's a solid piece, iron round the outside, and I mean, it's old. In fact, now that you see it, there's two bolts, one at the top, one at the bottom, holding this door closed.
Farrow, completely straight faced, doesn't laugh, nothing, just playing it dead straight faced and say a word.
I think Horace would almost get more uncomfortable by the fact that no one's laughing about it, and it'd be like he just kind of like almost like he'd have kicked the door, it doesn't budge, he'd have kind of gone flying back, but kind of like caught himself, and then like no one's laughing, it'd be like, oh fuck this, and then he'd like unbolt the doors and then just throw it open.
Okay. So let's open that room for you. So this room contains a bricked up window flanked by two dusty wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides and a doll's house that's a perfect replica for the dreary edifice in which you stand. The furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are two skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the two cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognise.
Fucking ghosts.
Well, you know what they say, mate. If you have ghosts, you have everything.
I've heard that before.
Glancing over at the crib, is it the same doll that should be in a stove right now?
No. This doll should be in the hands of a small boy that you met outside.
Same clothes, same doll.
Yeah.
Definitely recognise.
I'll go up to bodies and I'd like to do the same thing to see if I can see how they died and how long it has been.
Sure. So, what's your... okay. As you approach, then, for Tala, your eye is drawn towards the bricked-up window, and you can see around it on the wooden frame scratches. And then, as for some reason, you decide to look around the door on the door frame, and you can also see scratches there as if someone's little hands have tried to claw their way out. And as you kneel down, settle next to these two skeletons, from either bed, two ethereal figures that you've seen before outside rise out of the bed. And it is the little girl, Rose, who just looks at you. And she will say, "Oh, please don't disturb our bodies. It is nice to see someone, but please don't disturb our bodies."
And I'll like move my hands away and say that is absolutely fine. Can you tell us what happened? We've seen you outside.
Looks confused at this, and she said, We died a long time ago. We haven't been outside this room for a long, long time. In terms of what happened, our parents told us that there was a monster in the basement, and they locked us in here for safety. And she floats over to Thorn, who's sort of starting to cry a little bit, and she puts an arm around it, and she say, They never returned. Will you play with us? She looks over all of you.
Why did you lead us in here?
This is I've not. This is the first time I've met you. I'm Rose. This is my brother Thorn. What's your names?
I am Horace.
Hello, Horace.
Hello?
Hello, Tala.
I'll kind of like interrupt and say, what's behind what was it you described it as? Like bricked outline.
The bricked up window.
The window is bricked
Yeah.
bricked up. Yeah. She'll say that's the window. Mummy, well, Daddy put the bricks in before he locked us in here. I don't know why. Behind there is outside though, and we've.
Why don't you want us to disturb your bodies?
Well, there are bodies. That's well.
Do you not want them putting on your beds?
Well, that might be nice. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, if you'll let us, then we can put you to rest. I'm sure you must be tired.
We have been awake for a long, long time. I don't think it will work. Would you like to play with us, though? The doll's house over there is an exact copy of the house. We could play anything you want.
I think it's time for you to finally get some peace and quiet. And I am going to go and I'm going to pick up the first corpse and take it over to the bed.
Okay. Yeah, so it's no hassle or problem for you to do in terms of picking. These skeletons have been here for a long time, and holding them together is going to be a little bit of a chore. What I'll ask, let's have another medicine check for Tala then. Just
I mean, I'm happy to put them on one bed if it's yeah, I'm happy to put them on one bed.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, okay, no, it tends to. I mean, it's. Yeah. So you manage to put them on the beds, and it takes you a little while. And while this is happening, Rose is still quite chatty, and she's wanting to play, and she's pointing towards this house and telling you where all the features are.
And Pippa is listening intently. What's
Yeah,
this
definitely
room?
would be.
And what's this room? Yeah, we went in this room, like going through the rooms that we've been through.
Yeah.
Because we've not been in a basement, have we?
No, we haven't found a basement.
Basement in the doll's house. Is it exact like? And there's the basement.
Well, as you mention this, and you're sort of playing with her, and what's this? What's that? And she'll say, "Oh, Daddy built a secret. There's a secret just over the way." And you can now hear, as soon as she says the word secret, all of you hear this clicking noise coming from the corridor, from the room with the pieces of cloth over the furniture. And then there's a creak as Rose points to what looks like now a chute. And what I'll do is just zoom your map out and tell you that there's a secret door there.
Nice.
With a set of spiral stairs that goes down from that floor, this floor, there, ground floor,
cool.
And to the basement.
Awesome. And she tells me about the secret. Oh, that's very clever.
Well, Daddy made it. Daddy is quite clever.
Does it go all the way through the house? All the way to the basement where the monster is?
Well, we know it goes to the basement, and Daddy said that's where the monster is.
Did you ever hear the monster?
No, we've never. No, no. Daddy just said, just stay here because there is a monster.
It's very scary.
Well, yeah, it was quite scary being trapped here together. Perhaps will you play with us? Can we play a game?
What would you like to play?
Oh, can we play with our dolls in the doll's house?
Okay.
Yeah. So she sort of sits down and she starts inventing this little story with a doll. I mean, she can't touch or feel most things. As this is going on, she will say it is.
Play the dolls for her. You tell me what the dolls do, and I'll play the dolls for you.
Awesome. She will say it is safe for you to rest here if we will look over you. There's no one else here in the house now. We can't. No one comes here. It's safe. Just please don't leave.
The dog.
I mean,
did the dog follow us? Well, did the dog follow Tala? Because Tala's the keeper of the dog.
I will whistle in the dog.
Look what we found.
Oh, it's a doggy. Oh, look at the little doggy. The Patches starts heading towards the bones.
I'm going to scoop Patches up. Be like, look how nice he is.
Pretty great.
Yeah, they love Patches and playing with the dog.
So
we can't leave the dog.
You're not going to leave the dog up with the kids?
Well, we can, but the dog's going to eat the bones of the kids.
Awkward. The story that she makes up, does it have anything to do with anything, or is it just a made up a made-up story. It's not like the story of what happened. It's just a story that she's making up.
With the doll's house. Ah, interesting. Yeah, so the story that she's making up is it's a story of Mummy, Daddy, and Thorn and Rose, and Nanny. And Mummy finds out that Daddy has been kissing the nanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mummy gets very cross.
Make the dolls do things, and I'm like, okay, continue.
And then Mummy, how Mummy finds out is because the nanny has a baby who is the mother of baby Walter.
Damn.
Thanks,
It's like an episode of EastEnders. Right.
But mummy being, and this is, and she'll sort of do the voice of the dad and she'll say, well, I know what you are now, and I know what you want to do, and oh no, please no, and she's doing the difference between the nursemaid and the dad, and she's making Mummy seem like the baddie in this story all of a sudden. And then there's sort of a bit of it's disturbing really, where Mummy and Mummy's friends attack the nanny, and the nanny screams, and then Rose and Thorn are told to go upstairs, and then everything's quiet. And then Daddy comes to fetch them, and then says, there's a monster in the basement, and you must stay here. And then Rose slams the door shut and locks it. And she looks up at Pippa and she says, that was fun. Oh, I really do love this, playing with you. Will you stay? Will you stay with us?
I think, in life, when we live for a long time, sometimes we have to do what we need to do, but not what we want to do. I would love to come and stay and play with you, but I need to do something different. That monster in the basement, how are you ever going to be free if it's still down there?
Yes, but we were left here before. You're not going to leave us, are you?
We will go and make sure this monster is not still in the basement, and then we will come back.
Let's have 2 persuasion checks then from you both.
If I roll better.
Nope,
better than me.
11.
Damn it.
Daddy said to us that he'd come back for us, and Daddy never came back. You won't leave us, will you? Stay. Come on. We'll look over you while you rest. You have a sleep, and then we can play again tomorrow.
Rose, why don't you take a good look? And you're going to clap Horace on the shoulder. My friend Horace here. He isn't the kind of man that doesn't come back. There's a big man with a big sword.
I thought you were going to say something else then. Big beard.
Roll persuasion.
With a big bushy beard.
Bushy beard.
It's all for the greater good. Go on, Tom. Roll persuasion.
The greater.
You're good.
Great, you're good. This isn't going to go well, but I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, but Daddy was strong and brave, but he never came back for us. You will stay. I know you'll stay. You won't leave us.
Horace would just be like, well, I bet your dad wasn't as strong and brave as me.
Well, he also wasn't as conceited, but let's move on.
That's a good word.
That's a big,
Good
that's a
word.
big word for your girl your age.
That is indeed.
You're not walking around with advanced science books, are you?
Cut that bit. Cut that bit. I couldn't help myself.
Do they look? I know they're ghosts. But do they look scary to Pippa? Like, do they look like they've got another gear they could switch into? Because we had scary nursemaid was just floating, and then got very, very scary nursemaid. Do they have a similar feeling? Like, if we were to upset them, they would become very upset.
Okay, roll an insight for me then.
22, nat 20.
Natural 20. You very
Nice.
much get the impression that regardless of what you say, they want you to stay and play with them, arguably forever. And in terms of, to answer your question directly, then yeah. But it's from a child point of view, so not kicking off, not rage. It's the bottom lip starts to wobble. It's the waver in the voice as they please stay with us, and then they automatically go into this please play with us as they go from one extreme to another.
Do you not want us to find baby Walter?
Wait, baby Walter, I'm sure Mummy and Daddy have looked after him, but we need someone to play with us. We've been alone for so long. You play with us, won't you, Tala?
I'm afraid, and I'm going to kind of kneel down and say, we know that things have happened. We know that Daddy is the same as you. He is not here anymore. Your daddy has died. So he's not looking after baby Walter.
So at this, Thorn starts crying, and he, for the first time, sort of chimes in, and he'll sort of say, Tell us it's not true. Tell us it's not true. And she sort of floats over to him, and she sort of casts daggers at Tala. You've upset Thorn now. It's okay, Thorn. It's okay. I'm sure Daddy's okay. I'm sure Walter's okay. And these lovely people, they won't leave us.
I think Horace would step outside of the room, look around the corner. I mean, well, to be fair, yeah.
We had the creature down.
If I may, just as you step out of the room, would you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's your favourite save. You're a paladin, you'll be fine.
Yeah, true. Oh, dear. No. That's an 18.
Okay. So as the rest of you, you're all. I'm going to put you all in there because you've all been talking to them. And as Horace steps out, Rose turns round and then flies straight up to the threshold. And she seems to be trying to cling onto you and hold on to you as you step over the door, and she can't get through the door. And now she starts crying as well. And she, don't leave, don't, please. And she turns back towards Tala and Pippa and Farrow, and she's just crying, just head down, crying, stood in the doorway.
I think Horace should kind of be there. He'd be like, my friends here, they're not leaving. I'll be back momentarily. I just need you to be patient.
Okay, I have a persuasion on that then.
19.
19. So she settles a little bit. It takes some effort for her to do. She looks round and she'll say to Farrow this time, she'll say, "Oh, will you come and play with me and Thorn?"
I think Horace would kind of just, if they're looking around to Horace would kind of just nod his head to be like, just buy me some time.
What? What do you want to play?
Okay, it's the doll game again. They're going to go through another game with a doll. So sorry, Tom, I'm leaping away from you now because I'm intrigued. Don't forget the house is pitch black.
I'm not going far. I'm literally just trying outside the room, around the corner, just to get some like privacy from ghosts, but also from the others as well.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then I think Horace would just kneel down and then almost try and like see if he can feel Mishka's presence. And he'd kind of call out. He'd say, Mishka, I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but in that room there are two scared children who may have similar experiences to what you yourself have gone through. Will you help them just now while we go attend to the matters in the basement?
Oh, that's very good, Josh. So we're going to need a dice roll to see if this works then. What should we have? We'll have a charisma check, shall we?
Riz.
Yeah. Do you just want? I mean, you can have persuasion again if you want, as your.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the same modifier for me either way.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. All right. Come on. Look, be a lady. Oh, 18.
18's pretty good, mate. So yeah, Mishka appears. She still looks crazed. As you saw her in the mists in the wilderness, she hasn't settled. This is whatever is in this land. And if you recall, she said that the souls in this land can't escape. We're trapped. We're all trapped. But with you sort of, your sort of heartfelt speech, you can tell she sort of sucks it up a little bit. She's a few years older than these other kids. And she will just say, okay, I will do this for you, brother. I will keep them entertained. I will play with them while you do what you need to do. But then we need to talk. We need to talk about this place because it is not right.
Horace will. It's almost kind of like he wouldn't be. He'd still kind of be having a really hard time looking at her. But he'd just kind of nod his head and say, "Fair enough. Do this for me, and whatever you have to say, I will hear it."
Okay, agreed. I'll go and introduce myself to these children, and you can see now. You know, Mishka. She's quite used to this corporeal form that she's found herself in, and she just goes straight through the walls, straight. And you can hear her now in the other room as you sort of catch up, and she seems to have a little bit of a life back. She's the little girl that you grew up with all of a sudden, and she's straight in the room saying, "Hi, I'm Mishka. I'm here to play with you. Come on, what shall we do? I know, I've got a game." And she turns back towards Pippa, Farrow, Tala, and as Horace enters, and she'll sort of say, "Well, we don't need the grown-ups. You go, I'll look after these two. Right, what shall we play?" And as she grabs them by the shoulder, and sort of conspiratorially go into the corner, and even to the fact that Thorn sort of looks over and giggles, and then looks back towards this little huddle that they have as you can now leave. It's safe in here. It's the safest that you've felt in here, but you can now come and go as you please.
I mean, if I was to just take a quick look at the doll's house, is there anything else that looks different to what we've seen, or
you've been reasonably thorough. No, you know what? Give me a perception check, please, Sammi.
no? That's a natural one.
Okay. Yeah. No, so there's no basement. It doesn't go beneath, but you know how to get into it now. The spiral staircase. It's. I mean, obviously, it's a warped design. There's. I mean, you goes without saying, but there's nothing else that you can spot.
It's fair. So, yeah, if we go out then to hall.
Yep.
And go to where the wall is, where this supposed mystery staircase is.
Yeah.
Tunnel.
I mean,
So
is it open now, or?
Yes, it is completely open. It's a narrow spiral staircase made of creaky wood. It's a 5-foot wide shaft, mortared stone, thick cobwebs. I mean, this is. I mean, it looks. There's that much, but cobwebs there that it feels as if you could probably stand on it. But it's very thick. But it spirals down, and you can make your way down if you wish.
Have we still got a light source up at the moment?
Yep. I can just re-up. It's a cantrip, so I can just re-up light.
That's fine. I mean, you can do that as well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
My stuff.
I assume we're descending.
Yeah. Okay. Who's going down first?
Horace I'd be able to leave. Just as we were passing, like as I pass back, go past the as I go back past the doorway as well, I'd kind of like just take a second though and just kind of it'd be the first time for a while that I've actually seen like Mishka as her old self. So I think Horace kind of stand there, take it in a little bit, and then get on with it. Yeah, and then I'd be happy to lead down the stairway. I'd turn to the others before kind of going down and just say, who knows what we're going to find down there. I'm hoping that the mother is going to be dead like the rest of them, but who knows at this point. Ready?
I'm going to assume it's either the mother or the child.
No.
Mm.
Maybe both.
Not limit ourselves.
Let's not limit ourselves.
Hopefully, there's nothing down there. But I think that might be being a little bit too positive for this day.
Okay. So the wooden spiral staircase from the attic spirals down. As you get Pippa would know this with your sense of direction. You can tell the different floors that you're going down, and you feel yourself from the attic to the second floor, first floor, ground floor, and then as you descend further, you can start to hear a noise, and it's almost like a chant, as Horace would be the first to hear this. And it's a way off, and you can hear a sort of and it's constant over and over and over again, very faint. The spiral staircase eventually leads to tunnels, rough caves underground. This was another one before, because I prepared most of this before AI was a thing, and I found this picture which I just loved. This is an actual gold mine, but I was looking for pictures to try and put you in mind of what you would be seeing as you descend. So it's been mud and stone chipped away. Every 5 feet, you have these wooden support pillars. Everywhere you look, it's as you get down to the basement level, the first thing that you notice Farrow do is sort of go to ground, go to one knee, and Farrow, you can spot for free, I'll give you this, that there are humanoid footprints going everywhere, and these are old footprints. As this constant noise. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Tom, go on.
Yeah, so Farrow will kind of just say, definitely, this has definitely been traversed. But as he says that and you look at him, he's gone real pale again and really clammy. Doesn't look very happy. It's like he's under a lot of stress.
Okay.
Lovely.
So, this is what you can currently see. I'm going to have a very brief disclaimer before we continue. The map on the campaign, north is actually east. So if I'm reading descriptions and I say south, it's not actually south. So what we're going to do is north is up. Just north is up. Yeah. Because it's every time I run this, it spins my tiny little brain. So yeah. So the corridor in front of you goes east, and you can see that there are passages to the north and south as well. So we've got light on Pippa still, I believe.
Yep.
Any other source of light?
I can... Sorry.
I can always do one. I can always use dancing lights, which is a cantrip. For as and when we need it, whether we want to use it now or in a bit.
Okay. Just make sure I've got everyone.
I also have a hooded lantern, but obviously to do that, I've got to
light
hold
it.
Yeah, I've got one. I can light it. Just
can we see the footprints on the floor? I'm asking on behalf of Farrow. Could Farrow see if it's different kinds of footprints? Is it one person going back and forward again and again and again? Is it groups of people going backwards and forwards again and again and again? Because Rose said Mum and her friends.
Yeah.
Does this look Mum and friends, or does this look?
Yeah. This is Mum and friends. This is groups of people going backwards and forwards.
Amazing. That's great.
But they are old.
So hard to maintain friendships in your adulthood. Like, good for her.
I've kind of. Oh, sorry. Go on, Tom. Sorry.
I was going to say, from where we're standing, can we hear this murmur, so to speak? Can we hear it in a particular direction?
From
echoing all around.
Echoing all around, yeah, distinctly echoing all around. So you can't differentiate between north and south. Seems to be coming from both at the minute, yeah. So I've inadvertently moved. Because I was just checking your light source. I've just moved Pippa out to here. So your light source. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So your light up to here has opened up what looks like a chamber. This is now in dim light, and there's a table down there. There's entrances to the east. It seems to be like a dog leg there. North of you, it moves west, and then you have branches down here as well. Plenty of places to go.
Should we go up and round first? 'Cause that seems to be the shortest path. This one. We clear that first, and then work away around again like a clock.
Okay.
Just try to be methodical is all I'm thinking.
Okay, sound. What I will do, if you just pop yourself there for me, Leah, just for a second, is as you start to move north to the east here, you could see there and there what looks like entrances, and you can make out large stone blocks that appear to be doorways. And you very much get the impression that with these stone doorways slightly ajar, that they're supposed to seal these little alcoves, these little passageways, and you believe that they are crypts.
Nice.
Want to keep going north, or do you want to check out the potentially empty alcoves?
So Tom, the player, is a very by the numbers kind of player. So I would very much do, bop. Don't let me stand in the way of doing what your guys' characters would do.
I think genuinely Pippa would be walking around going, nope. Nope. Nope.
You know, evil here, no evil.
Nope. Nope. What? She needs to stay round people that can take a hit. So wherever you guys go, Pippa would just follow. Or internally going, nope.
I think to that effect as well, Farrowwood would actually say to Pippa, stay in the middle of us. We'll cover you, but don't get ahead of us. So stay in the middle.
No intention on it. You lead off.
Can we hear, because we heard chanting, can we actually hear where this chanting is coming from?
All around. It just it's bouncing off the wall. It seems to be coming from everywhere, from north and south along this main corridor. So as you listen down this, it seems to be coming from here, and then you do that thing where you sort of spin your head slightly and wait a minute, no, it's there, all around.
I mean, I think Tala would be slightly concerned that there are potentially open crypts. So she would ask, is it worth investigating that first? Because I think anywhere we go, we're potentially going to get snuck up on here.
Yeah, but let's do it smart. So one of us holds the back. We can see there's two legs. We fan out that way. We block the passages. We keep Pippa in the middle. Let's keep formation.
Okay. I think at this point I would cast dancing lights.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, kind of wave my hand, and I would do, as I release it, just kind of 4 small orbs just kind of float from my hand. Just so as we can have like sort of 2 in front, Well, 2 at the front and 2 at the back, basically.
Okay. What I've done then is I've put the light spell on your token. It's one of those complicated things where I need to faff about. What I also need to do, I'm going to put a little concentration dot on you, so we remember that you've got the spell up currently. As Tala, as you look to the north and south down here, you can see that it's a crypt entrance. This one, the door is it's not fastened on. That is blank. This one has writing on it. You'd need to get a little bit closer to actually make it out.
So yeah, I think at this point, Tyler would sort of hold up a shield and pull a warhammer out, sort of approach to
Sure.
This one down here.
That on this door, it says Walter Durst. But the rest of it is completely empty. There's nothing in it. There's no coffin. There's no beer. There's nothing at all. It's just empty.
And the same on the other one. So there's no inscription. But
No
there's
inscription on that
nothing
one.
in the crypt either.
Yeah, just empty.
Just completely bare.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any like drag marks on the floor to suggest that the door's opened recently?
Nope. Similarly to the rest of the place, there's footprints all over. They even go in and come out again. You can have, if you wanted to spend more time on it, you could spend sort of 10 minutes and have an investigation check if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll be happy to take that investigation if nobody else
Sure.
thinks they can.
Yeah.
I'll investigate. I want to know if there's dates on the inscription. I want receipts, not time frame.
This has become the time episode for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, like what time is it? Like this must be so trippy for Pippa to be in a place almost outside of time. But yeah, Pippa will have a look. That's a 26, natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah.
Okay. That 20 is just my life.
So as you're looking around, natural 20 for investigation, you can tell there's footprints that seem to have ledged these large stone doors in a specific way, almost on purpose to keep them open. There are other footprints going north and south, and the indentations are more, there's more depth to the indentations, so you would guess that further down south they would have been carrying something heavy. And as you get the, you sort of start to get curious, and the edge of your light spell, you start moving forwards as if I may, I'll say for Farrow. So Farrow sort of, you start to move past him, and Farrow's like, Farrow puts a hand on your shoulder and he stops you from going any further. But you can see that these indentations go east and west here, as something is being carried that's heavier to the east and west. There.
Yeah, I point that out. Like, can you see? Not just me who thinks they look deeper, does it?
No, I'll certainly take your expert opinion.
Somebody's moving something big, something heavy.
Yeah,
Taking a few of them.
that's.
I mean, for the sake of interest,
yeah.
I was going to say, is it worth us just sticking our heads in here, just to
Yeah.
see that it's a dead end?
Yeah.
Sure. So what I'll do, if I may, I'm just going to grab your token, Sammi. Just pop, because you can send your dancing lights down a little bit. So if I just reveal that for you there as your dancing lights goes down, this looks I mean, for where you are, it looks reasonably comfortable, considering that you're underground and it's dark and damp. But there's a wooden table, 4 chairs, and it appears to be some kind of quarter. There's, you can imagine someone sat around there, perhaps having a game of cards or just reading or passing the time. But as you get a little bit closer, you can also see what looks like sort of sleeping cubicles, small straw mattresses, ancient, old, not been used for a long, long time, against the wall. As you get closer, you can hear chanting coming from south, and it's the same chanting, and it's still all around. You get the impression this is not a dead end.
So I'll relay that and say it keeps going, but there seems to be a clearer direction of sound.
Right, let's head the other way then. If we think that might be the way forward, let's go the other way, clear the dead ends, make sure nothing comes up behind us.
That's what we want to do.
Okay. So with your natural 20 investigation, I'm gonna let it carry over.
Oh, thank you.
So no, you're quite welcome. So here, and then in place. Oh, let me just grab. Pippa. There you go. So you've now got 4 of these crypt entrances, and in order, this one here reads Gustav Durst. This is Elizabeth Durst. Then you have Rosavalda Durst and Thornbolt Durst. And the reason I'm carrying over your investigation is here, where Pippa currently is, and here, whatever they were carrying, they've put down on the floor. And it's only light now that you can see it, but there's indentations of something coughing shaped, resting outside of these sealed
What could it be?
crypts. Well, you will go ahead and roll natural 20s, curse you.
No. I
The coffin's not there now.
Somebody lay a coffin here.
Yes, and then obviously picked it up again as the
Well, moved
indentations
it.
have moved. Yeah.
And the steps are backwards and forwards, like they've potentially emptied each one and moved the coffins. But we know the bones of the children are upstairs.
It's all I'm going to say is with the again natural 20 is you get the impression that the coffins were interred into the crypts, and then the crypts were sealed.
Okay, cool.
Behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let sleeping dogs
So-
lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's bodies that have been put in the crypt, but we've found other bodies. Well, assuming that the actual bodies are actually in the house upstairs, so they put just random
Empty
bodies in the crypt. Or empty coffins.
Or have they been sealed, opened and resealed?
I mean, why would they have tombs for Rose and Thorn so early anyway?
Yeah.
Unless this either happened after the fact or they were planning for this to happen.
Mm.
Don't suppose we'll find many more answers.
No.
No.
Either way, it's creepy.
Seems purposefully done.
There's a plan. So we move down.
And the crypts, sorry, Dave, the crypts are sealed now, so they are sealed crypts as they stand,
Yes.
other than Walter's.
Yeah, Walter's and the blank one is open, and the entrances to each of the other crypts, as I've said, you've got Gustav, Elizabeth, Rose, and Thorn, clearly labelled.
Okay.
But the
What you
entrances
betting
are
the
sealed.
blank one was for the maid?
Yeah.
Maybe.
While they were potentially buried next to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they're away from the rest of the family.
Yeah. That tracks. Should I add that to my notes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you seem to be moving down south. The room that you've moved into is reminiscent of a dining hall. You can see a plain, it's a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. Mouldy humanoid bones, rather disturbingly, lie scattered around the floor. And in the corner, in the east corner, there is a dark larder. In terms of access to this room, it seems to open to the west and a dogleg to the south.
I was too zoomed in.
Oh, have you got it? Happy?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Focusing too hard. So I've just gone to stand using my light in the middle of the room so we can see as much as we can see.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So you're having Horace having a look around in the alcove?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. Why?
Roll for the dice.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Nobody panic.
You lucky people, you all have passive perception high enough to see as Horace approaches this alcove here, this snake type creature that was coiled quite stealthily into the shadow, and it seemed to be shifting as Pippa was moving around. Suddenly lurches up as its maw opens. You can see a beak in the middle as these 4 tentacles of this snake type creature sort of split open, ready to rear against Horace. But Horace, you are first to react. I'm going to move you down, Sammi. I'm assuming, would you, unless you were staying at the back, were you?
No, I just left my token there.
Yeah. No, I thought so, mate.
You're welcome to move it down.
Yeah.
Wherever you deem fit.
Okay, you can go there. I've lost Patches, though.
Did you not move Patches with us?
I did.
Chewing on some bones upstairs.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, right, bear with me. Come on, Patches.
Brutal.
There it is. It's because he's so little.
Look, there's only going to be one survivor of this whole campaign. It can be Patches.
It'll give you Patches. Right. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, Horace, which was your the French version of your name. Okay. What do you want to do?
5 out of 10. Well, I mean, I'm gonna thwack him. I'm gonna hit this fuck. I was just checking something. When you hit a target with a weapon, you can roll damage dice twice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a big old swing at him.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, like seeing this big maw open up, Horace would almost like jump back and just try and like crack down with the greatsword. Let's have a go. 17 to hit.
17's going to hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah. So I realised I took feat at the start of the game, which I haven't been using, Savage Attacker, so I can roll my damage twice and then pick whichever one. I actually forgot that I had it, so I will start doing that from now on.
New characters, dude. What we do.
I
I think you're doing 14 damage, though. Yeah.
I think so. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Okay, anything else?
I will. I'm gonna get out of the way. So I'll then duck around the corner towards.
Sure. So Tala, your turn.
I think Tala's going to be a bit like, what the fuck is that? And yeah, Tala's actually going to take a couple of steps back. And I would like to cast Truly Word on it, please.
Tidy. Right, roll to hit.
16.
16 hits. Your damage is.
Four.
The sound. Anything else from you?
No.
Okay, Pippa's turn.
Nice and simple. Nothing exciting. Whip it with a fireball. Ooh, 16.
16 hits.
Boop. Or no, 2 damage.
2 damage.
Creature.
It's taking beats.
And-
Anything else?
And she'd like to drop down because she's kind of was stood on the table to try and give as much light as possible. She's going to herself look and not using an action, but hide down
Gotcha.
below the table, but then hold her staff up so everyone can still see.
Up periscope. Okay.
Just like this. Good luck, guys.
So the Grix's turn as it's now uncoiled itself. This thing is quite long, powerful muscles as it moves closer into the center of the room, and its tentacles, these 4 tentacles, sort of lash out at Horace. Ooh, that was close. Rolling 12 to hit.
Misses.
And as the tentacles lash out, this beak snaps at you as well. 14.
Misses.
As Farrow takes a turn.
So Farrow's going to charge in.
Yeah.
So 5, 10. I want to get to there, if that's all right.
That's flanking.
And then he's short sword and scimitar out, and he's going to take 2 swings.
Okay.
That's an 8 to hit, which I'm guessing misses.
It does.
And then the short sword is a 24 to hit
24
with
hits.
the offhand.
Yeah.
And because I've got 2 weapon fighting now, I can have a modifier to my damage. Hey. A minimum damage of 5.
No.
But in fairness, he's still very clammy. Still looks a little bit shaken. So
In
rolls
fairness.
rolls reflect the state of the character at the moment. So I'm quite happy with that.
Art and life, Tom. Art and life. Anything else?
That is everything. I'm gonna,
Okay.
Save.
Horace, who occasionally I'm going to refer to as Big Lad, because your token's bigger than everyone else's. I did make him slightly bigger than everyone else.
Bigger.
Horace's turn.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna put some welly behind it. Fuck it. Well, all right. We'll see. We'll see if we land first. So I'm gonna take a swing with the great sword.
Yep.
Boom. 11.
Misses.
All right.
Josh,
It is.
you're using the greatsword, aren't you?
I am.
Do you have weapon mastery with the greatsword?
I do. Oh, I do.
Brilliant. Got you,
Yes.
buddy. I've got you. I've been there. I
Thank
couldn't
you.
use it. My paladin wasn't 2024, but I've got you,
It's,
mate.
it's literally right there, and I'm still missing it. Thank you. So I have I get grace. So if my attack roll with a greatsword misses a creature, I can deal damage equal to the ability modifier used to make the attack. So +3. So I do 3 damage still from the graze. Thanks,
Okay.
Tom.
Which would look pretty cool as well, because I was about to say you bring your sword down onto the floor, but you bring your sword down onto the floor against its flank, against it, like a chunk of its tail. As it flies off, as it now rears back and makes this horrible hissing noise in your direction. Anything else from Horace?
I will, as a bonus action, cast. No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Come on, Sammi.
Thank you.
Tala's turn.
I think Tala is going to rinse and repeat with staying out the way and with Holy Word.
Go for it.
17
hits. Your damage is
2.
2. Chipping away. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Pippa.
Excitingly, same again. Another firebolt at it.
Yeah.
24.
Your damage is
2. That's good.
chip.
Well, it's obvious
chip
it's not
away.
good, but also that's nice.
Anything else?
And then she ducks back down.
Okay. So the Grick now is already looking towards Horace. It's going to continue to try and tentacles swing towards Horace. Yeah, 9. As Horace,
9.
you just managed to dodge to the side. As you dodge, you're slightly distracted as the beak snaps. 17.
Hits. Yeah.
He starts chewing on you, munching through your armor. 5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As Farrow takes a turn with the slightly distracted Rick.
Okay, so rinse and repeat again.
Yep.
Scimitar short sword. See if we can do it this time. That's 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Yes. Another minimum damage of 5 slashing.
Okay.
Level
short
2.
sword. 19 to hit.
Yeah, your damage is
That's better. That's 8 points of piercing.
8 points of damage. Anything else from you?
No, I'm good. Oh, we should be rolling with advantage. So I'm flanking.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Yeah. Horace's turn.
Advantage.
Horus is gonna push the Grick up, always kind of recoil as he's kind of munching on him. He's gonna take an arm and just try and barge him off, and then he's gonna take his greatsword, overhead swing, try and finish this fucker. Big scream. 14 to hit.
Yeah. 14 just hits.
Also, we're flanking, mate. So you can roll.
All right, we'll see if we can do it. Thank you. It's a fucking nat 20.
Yes.
Again, thank you, Tom.
Mate, I forgot myself.
4d6 plus 3.
Plus 3. Yeah. Do I? I guess I get. Do I get to roll twice the damage twice with a? One will probably be enough.
I only assume so, yeah.
Oh, maybe it won't.
I would like to roll that again, please.
I think
What
it
the
might be
fuck?
worth it.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh.
horrible roll.
17 plus 3, 20 damage.
Nah,
So
More
do you,
like
do
it.
you want to do 8?
Ah.
Do you want to do 20?
So hard.
Give me a minute to think about that one.
Well, it was on 9. How would you like to kill the Crick?
So yeah, shoves it off, screams, brings the greatsword down, splits it clean in half, straight down the middle.
Tidy, yeah. This. I mean, Farrow would probably be able to give you a little bit of lore of these things. They're trash eaters. They're scavengers. Obviously, it's crawled into into here to try and find somewhere, and they're also ambush predators. So you're pretty sure that you've dealt with the menace now. A question I didn't ask. I always meant to ask at the start. How late can we play till this evening? Do we have a cut-off point?
I mean, I'm coming down with a migraine, but otherwise.
Oh
whenever.
no! Oh no!
Take some
Have you,
legal drugs. Take legal drugs. Medicine.
I
Take
have my
medicine.
legal drugs. I take all of the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay carrying on for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout up when you've had enough.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Just go
right.
to sleep. It's fine.
What do you want to do now?
Farrow's going to look over at Horace and just say, "How you feeling, big lad? You all right?"
That was horrible. I never want to see one of those creatures again.
They're kind of common trash eaters, mate. I can't guarantee that, I'll be honest. But you're all right? Do you need a bit of kind of back to his herbal, like his herb, his like healer's kit type deal, like his herbs and.
Oh no, I think I'm okay just now. Thank you. Where should we head next?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I mean, perhaps everywhere. This place is like a bloody labyrinth.
Mm.
What do you two think? You know, turn to Pippa and Tala.
I was just listening out. Can't hear anybody coming. No one heard us. The chanting's still like the chanters are still chanting.
Yeah,
Right,
they are.
cool.
And from here, it is very much all around us.
Still
6
all
of 1.
around.
Half the
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's still coming down this corridor. It's coming from the west and from the. You know what? Now that you're here, yeah, it's coming from all around. It's coming from all around. You just can't discern where it's coming from exactly.
Mm. We can either keep going south or we can backtrack and clear what's behind us.
I feel we should go south.
South it is.
Always like going south. Feels like you're going downhill.
Way. First official. So you've got a dog leg going down, and then it does bifurcate and goes west at that point. Who's the light bearer? There you go.
Light bearer.
Light bearer.
You have your choice of turrets, fine.
Okay. There is, as you start to enter this passageway, there is. What's your marching order, by the way? Is Horace up front?
Farrow will be keeping rear guard, I think.
Farrow at the rear.
Whoever was going first. because I'd want to light the way for whoever was going first. So
Like,
Horace, Pippa,
Tala and then Farrow.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Horace, as you step round this corridor here,
No.
let's roll initiative. Let's swap you around. Where did Pippa go?
come here.
Is she underneath Horace?
nice.
Nice. Whoa. Fucking hell.
Jesus, wet.
That's a
There we go.
natural 20.
Nice.
My God.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Mine was a nat. Oh, yeah, mine was nat 22. But it's just 22, 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, +4 dex, and then the alert feat will do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
No, that helps.
Big stinky dex, man.
So, as you step onto the middle way there, something's gone wrong with map tools. Oh, I'm not. It'll catch up, I'm sure. 4 ghoulish entities, corporeal, full-blooded death ghouls rise from the ground as Farrow. So momentarily, Horace and Pippa, you're sort of stunned as these things rise out of the ground, and it's Farrow that's first to react. However, what can you see?
I don't think I can just about see a clipping of
That one.
this fella.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've got enough. Because do I have to use 10 feet of movement to pass an occupied square?
Yes, you do, because we've got a halfling that that can get through without. So it's a.
So I can't get through to fight these close up anyway. I haven't got the movement. It's take me 30 feet and I'd be stuck on Horace's square, I think. 10, 20, 30, yeah. So I can't. But I do have a bow. And I can see about half of this guy, so I would suspect he's going to get cover.
Mhm.
But I'll take a shot with the longbow.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits, mate. Let's just move Pippa to
Oh,
that.
sorry,
There
I
we
should
go.
have started bonus action. I will drop a hunter's mark on him as well.
Oh, okay, mate. Got you.
So he will take 9 points of piercing
Ooh.
damage
Yeah, man.
and 5 points of force damage.
14.
I'll take it.
Okay, anything else?
I can't do anything else really, so I will stand there like a lemon.
Like a lemon. So Horace's turn.
I think I'm gonna choices. I think Horace would almost be walking down the corridor with like sword out anyway. Then these guys have appeared, and I think the arrow whipping past his head be enough to almost like spook Horace to the point where he jumps, like swings, like almost like reacting. Take a swing at the ghoul in front of me. 11 to hit.
11's going to miss.
Nay. We say nay. So in that case, I'm just gonna get out of the way.
Okay. So that's going to provoke an opportunity attack from the one this side.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
he's going to use his reaction to claw for you. That's a 13 to hit, Horace. Misses. This school that's already been marked will try and claw for you as well.
Smelly.
He rolls a natural 1. Oh, I haven't given them numbers of. Ah, right. It is this ghoul's turn at the back.
A bit.
Leah, would you roll a d4 for me, please? 1 and 2 is you. 3 and 4 is Horace.
Sorry.
3 and 4 is Horace as this ghoul moves forward and attempts to claw. Again, there's just these raking claws as they're trying to get hold of Horace. That's 19 to hit.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that's 4 points of slashing damage. Would you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, no. 4 slashing damage.
Yep.
Save. Which I may or may not. Does that count as a D20 check? Like, I realised because I've had exhaustion.
Yeah, everything that you're rolling should be at -2, shouldn't it? Because you haven't rested.
No. To be fair, it's all been high rolls. So, like, I mean, the big ones was like the 18, 19, 18, which would have been 16, 17, 16.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I completely forgot.
That's all right, mate. Don't worry. It happens.
I think we all did.
To save.
Yeah.
Constitution save, sorry.
Yes, please.
-2. That's an 8.
You are paralyzed.
Oh, good.
Until the end of your next turn. This is... Oh, great. So the ghoul... I'll tell you what. Let me now call this ghoul one. Now I know where it is. One. This one I'll call. I'm going to be doing this every round if I don't do it now. 2.
I didn't realise that when you hovered on map tools over these the like scary people, it actually came up with pictures. I felt I've just been traumatizing myself. I'm like, oh god.
My god.
I add them especially for you, my dear players.
I was like, oh look, a person. Oh, a different person. Oh, a different person.
It doesn't go through the whole campaign. I'm afraid I ran out of patience to do it. So that's Ghoul 2 now is going to try and charge past his fellows. So he's going to be 5 there. That makes it 15. That makes it 25. So the best he can do is move to there. And he now is going to try and claw towards Pippa. You can move away from your screen, but I'm still doing it, Leah. It's claw.
Alex is
Hey, is going to be 13 to hit Leah. Pippa.
I'm gonna decide. I don't think these are the big baddie people, and I don't want to use spell slots. I've got 16 health points. I'm well hardcore. Come on, man.
That does 3 points of slashing damage. Would you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
No.
Oh yeah, the paralyzed. Oh, maybe I should have used shield. Saving throw for Constitution.
Yes, please.
Eventually drop your hit points as well.
21.
Yeah, she's good.
21. Yeah, you shrug off the effects of the paralysis as Pippa takes a turn.
Pippa does not, under any circumstances, want to be stood anywhere near this. This is bad news bears. I'm going to try something, which is always the precedent for a good story. I'm going to use dust and try and push the one that's directly in front of me 5 feet away from me. Has to succeed in a strength saving throw of 14.
I'm on it.
Or be within 5 away from me.
17.
Ah, rubbish.
Yes, I'll do.
Just stood here. She's going to risk it. She's going to move. So she's going to... Oh, she moves and... Oh, no, you've got light, haven't you, Tala? That's all right, then.
There's enough light here. Yeah, there's enough light. It will be fun.
She moves.
Okay. That is going to be 2 opportunity attacks.
Have they used their reactions? When
they've had their
one of
turn
these
again.
is- Oh,
Oh,
right,
they've had
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Go for
So
it.
let's get on with it. First one rolls a 7 to hit.
Hey, yay! I'm
Ooh,
fine.
second one rolls a 13 to hit.
Flip's sake. Gonna use... Oh, can I use shield? Can use shield as my reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already cast cantrip.
Weak use of shield, but I will use shield, which will put me at the lofty height of 15.
Okay.
We need to get you some armor.
We need to get...
Mate, I am squishy as AF, and I have an armor class of 10.
You do have mage armor, don't you?
I haven't cast it.
Okay.
At least you have it.
I have it, I just didn't use it.
Yeah, no problem.
And it would have given me an AC of 13. So I still would have taken it.
Okay. So this
Retroactively.
claw bounces off this arcane mystical shield that Pippa conjures. Pippa's now safe as Ghoul 3, where are you? Ghoul 3. You're there. Bear with. Right. So 5. So that's going to be 15, 25. It can move into this space here. So it's going to attack Tala with claws. 15 to hit Tala.
Miss.
Oh. It's your turn then, Sammi.
Assuming there's this one right in front of me, I you cast a cantrip as a bonus action?
If it is a bonus
Am I
action,
making
you can.
shit up?
It has to be a bonus action to cast as a bonus action.
That's a cast. Its casting time would have to be bonus action.
Okay. Oh, wait. My brain is learning things. And in pain whilst learning things.
No.
Tala's just gonna go, fuck this shit. And she's gonna cast True Strike
Okay.
on her Warhammer.
Sound. So you're using your wisdom modifier for attacking damage then.
Okay. So if I just roll a d20 then. To hit. That's not gonna hit.
Don't
So
think
that's
so.
gonna be like a 9. So my wisdom's +4.
Okay, yeah, no, that misses. Anything else? So that's your action. You've still got a bonus action then if you wanted to.
Mm, No, I'm all right.
You're okay.
I
Right.
will stay put.
Okay. Just for future reference, Sammi, I think your Warhammer has already been customized. Yeah, I've already customized it to use True Strike, so it's +6 to hit, and then +4 damage, which is your Wisdom modifier.
Well, thanks.
Okay. In fairness, I forgot that I did that. So no problem. So Barrow's turn.
Okay, so being a bit of a rock and a hard place here. Can I strike Ghoul 3 with a melee weapon?
You can. I'm going to impose a little bit of cover to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Farrow is going to drop the longbow. Seeing that in these close quarters, it's probably not the most effective use of his time. Can I draw both weapons or just one, Dave? Is the question.
You can only draw one. There's a feat which allows you to draw two.
Yeah. Okay. Could I? Wow. Okay. So could I make one attack this turn and then use my bonus action to draw the other, effectively? Or could I use my bow? Because I have my bonus actions technically free at the moment, so I haven't got anything to use for it. If that makes sense.
I know what you're saying.
So,
but you're going to
it doesn't matter effectively anyway, because I draw it for free the next round anyway, so
Yeah.
it makes no difference, does it?
Yeah. No.
But I will draw the scimitar and attack with the scimitar for the simple fact of trying to set myself up.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Wow. No. I'll take the shot at Ghoul 1 with the bow, then I'll drop it, draw one, and I can draw the other one the next time. Does that work?
It does. You'll be shooting with disadvantage.
Script. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take that. Disadvantage. Come on, big rolls. Nope. That's 9.
Oh my lord.
Okay. So longbow drops to the floor. You draw
Scimitar first.
scimitar. Okay. Your turn is going to be simple, Josh. You are you shrug off the effects of your paralysis at the end of your turn. So the ghoul with the hunter's mark is seeing that you're free from the paralysis. Is going to try and claw Horace. 17.
Oh fuck! yeah.
Amazing.
5 points of slashing. Constitution saving throw, please. Come on, Josh.
Yes, sir. It would be my pleasure. How about five slashing damage?
Yeah.
The Constitution save with -2 for exhaustion. 10.
10's enough.
Oh, thank God.
No.
However, Ghoul 1 is going to attack. 15.
Attack me.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a
Oh, it's Josh is gone. Josh is gone, man.
I'm sorry. My
That's
iPad
okay.
died. 15 misses.
Okay.
I'll
Ghoul,
be back momentarily.
Yeah, that's okay, mate. Ghoul number 2. Well, I'm going to wait you again, dude. Ghoul number
Don't
2
do it.
is going to move into this space. He's sort of clawing around now. If you view these as sort of a Walking Dead scenario where they're all grasping round and grabbing, clawing around each other. It's a claw attack. Yeah, it's going to hit 19 to hit Horace.
That'll do it.
Yeah, 3 points of damage. Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes, sir. 3 damage.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Constitution save.
Go on, mate. Bib
Yeah,
down here,
it's a nat
Yeah.
20.
Okay, Pippa's
No.
turn.
Can I firebolt from here?
Yep.
I can see this
You
one
can
here.
see, yeah, if you click on your token, it should give you line of sight, or hover over your token, it should flash up the line of sight,
I
so you
can-
can see
Yeah,
one.
so I can see ghoul. Sorry, I can see. I just saw the picture again. I can see him ghoul free. I think it is.
Yeah.
Little cheeky firebolt, hopefully. 25
25 hits.
with 5 damage.
Tidy. Okay. That takes us to that ghoul, who is now he's still facing Tala, so it's going to be attack against you against Sammi. 14.
Miss.
Sweet. Tala's turn.
I think we need to get some ghouls out of our faces, don't we?
Yeah.
Um,
Very fair assessment.
Tala is going to use her channel divinity of turn undead.
Yeah.
So each undead of choice within 30 foot, well, 30 feet, must make a DC of 14 wisdom. So yeah, Tala's gonna grab. Well, she's gonna hold out a shield, and she's just gonna slam a shield on the floor. And as she does, there's just this white light that just sort of pulsates out. And going to see.
Nice. So two of them start to recoil. The two in the middle, and give them the frightened token.
Thank you.
Do they move? They have to move away from you as far as they can on their turn. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, it says if they fail, it's frightened and incapacitated for 1 minute, and it has to move as far away from me as it can on its turn.
Okay.
The effect ends early if the creature takes damage, if I'm incapacitated, or I die, which I think is fair.
Okay. So I'm just going to read incapacitated because it always makes me think as if their speed is 0, but that's restrained. So incapacitated is they're inactive. They can't take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. They lose concentration. You can't speak. Yeah, that's amazing, Sammi. That's a wonderful turn.
Yeah.
So that takes us to Farrow.
Is there any chance I could now? Is Ghoul 3 incapacitated? Is that right? Ghoul, which ones are incapacitated, Dave?
1 and 2. So
1 and
Ghoul
2, so
3 is
3
fine.
isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so asking you to swap with me would be a tactically poor decision then, because I don't want you to take the attack of opportunity. So I will try and twab it twice from where I am, and I'm going to assume it's going to get some kind of bonus for cover because of
Yeah.
the way
It's
we
not
stood.
too bad.
Yeah.
You can reach round a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. So first attack is an actual one.
Yeah, well,
Apparently, he's still very much shaken,
Yep.
and that is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit. Yeah. Yeah, you can have that.
Minimum damage again. 6 points of 6 points of piercing damage.
It's not your day. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Could I can't see when I click off. Could I get into that square there, Dave? This one. So next to Lyra, but through the wall by going. So it'd be 10 to go into Lyra. Oh, you can't
Lyra.
move through enemy squares, can you?
Tala.
Tala,
Yeah, no, you can't move through any.
Tala.
You've got Lyra in your mind again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make some changes to my backstory. I think we're gonna have to incorporate it. Change some names.
Okay.
But I can't move through an enemy square, can I?
No. No.
No, so I can't. Yeah, no.
No.
In which case, I'll nothing.
Okay. Right. Horace.
Yeah. I'm swinging at Ghoul 1. Little
Okay, go for it.
stinker. Scratching me up. Horace
Ghoul
is-
1, yeah?
Yes. Please. So,
Okay.
3. I can't swing at 3.
No. Sorry, that's it's a reminder about your graze damage in case you miss.
Oh, yes. No, thank you.
You can swing it through either of these three.
Okay.
So if you,
sweet.
to be fair, if you hit 1 or 2, they are incapacitated, and you will reanimate them if you hit them.
Oh,
This is the
do I swing with advantage if I have to swing at 1?
question for Mr. Dungeon Master.
Let
Yeah.
me just have a quick look at Frightened again, just to remind myself. Condition. Frightened. You have attack rolls while the source of the fear is... no. So ability checks. So you're frightened, you have disadvantage. So they would have disadvantage, but they're paralyzed anyway. So.
Okay. What do? Don't really want to reanimate them. Okay, I'll swing at 3 then.
Okay.
In the interest of not dealing with ghouls rather than waking them up again. Big swing. Such a big swing as it happens. Yeah, but we'll get the graze damage of just 3.
Okay.
It was only 10, probably -2 for the
Yeah, I need to get you rested. So Ghoul, original Ghoul is going to claw towards Horace, which is going to be 23 to hit.
That'll do it.
Yeah, 6 points of piercing damage, Constitution saving throw, max damage, Constitution saving throw.
Holy shit. Can't save. Can't save noise. 8.
Paralyzed.
Oh, Lord.
Dear. Right, fortunately, these other ghouls are incapacitated, otherwise they would have swarmed you.
That would be it.
Yeah.
would
So
be-
Pippa gets to go first before the Ghoul 3.
Good night, my sweet Horatio.
I can't do anything too clever, I don't think. Just rinse and repeat. I'll do a firebolt at number 3.
Gotcha.
No, I won't. I've lied to you. Gross lie of 10.
Disgusting.
Disgusting lie. Scandalous falsehood.
So Ghoul
Yep.
3, as Horace becomes paralyzed, is going to spin round and bite you with advantage.
Me?
No, Horace. Sorry, not you.
He's biting me.
That would be a bit harsh. So the advantage hit is
Damn, that's incredible.
23, so it gets crit damage on this, which is going to be 5 points of piercing. That's very low. But as he tears a chunk of flesh away from you, it's 8 points of necrotic damage as well.
Damn.
Well, 5 was enough to take me down. 8
Oh,
won't
no.
kill. But it is this. Because 5 takes me down. Does the 8 points? Does that maybe? Is that a fail?
No, it's no. It's all 1 damage. It's just he's biting into you, so it would be one attack, the equivalent of 1 attack. But you are down, and actually, I've just removed the paralyzed from you. You're still paralyzed, aren't you, until the end of your next turn?
Goody.
You're not
Okay.
paralyzed anymore.
I'm unconscious.
Hooray!
Sammy's turn. Is Sammi okay?
She just nipped to the toilet, I think.
Healing word.
I return.
Hello. Are you okay?
Hello. I'm good.
Did you hear what happened?
Yeah, Horace met an untimely demise.
No. Give
Just
us 3 more
unconscious and
goes.
dying. He's not dead yet.
For me, it's quite funny because when I'm upstairs, the headset kind of like, it'll talk that side and then it'll talk that side. It constantly flickers like that. So it's like a little rave
yeah.
in my head.
Incredible.
Yeah. So seeming as ghoul free doesn't have the frightened action on him, I am going to again try bonus action True Strike and go for
True
whack
Strike's an
with
action.
the Warhammer. True Strike's the action.
Yeah.
So, and I still swing.
Yep.
My Warhammer. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Which you very kindly said. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but you very kindly said that you
It misses. You still have a
previously
bonus
saw.
action left, though.
I am going to. Can I move next to Farrow or not?
Yes, you will provoke an opportunity attack from the ghoul that's next to you.
That is fine.
Okay. So the opportunity attack will be 11.
Miss.
Okay. That takes us to Farrow.
I was going to step up. I'm
Yep.
going to use my heroic inspiration on the first attack. I'm having this bastard, I swear to God.
Okay. But, yeah, heroic inspiration you don't have to declare until you can
Yes.
use it after
Oh,
you've
right,
rolled.
okay.
To see what
Okay,
you
cool.
roll first and decide how much you hate it.
Yeah. Go for it. Because you can re-roll your damage as well if you wanted to. If you do hit.
Okay. So, Scimitar
Yes.
is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You're just tearing this thing apart. It's not quite dead.
Short sword.
Yeah.
Another 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Come on.
For another 8 points of piercing damage.
How does that one die?
Wait.
It's just it's flurry. It's like he's seen him go down,
Yeah.
and it's business time, and he's just going to town, hacking his way through. And he
Nice.
says so. You're gonna hear him muttering to himself, "I'm not gonna lose anyone else. I'm not gonna lose anyone else." As he's just kind of cutting through this ghoul, and then he's gonna step up and take that space as well.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Sure. So that takes us to right. How we do death saving throws, Leah, just to add this is a top idea as well. To add a little bit of spice, is what Josh is going to do is going to roll it to himself. So he's going to make a D20, roll D20 to himself. So only me and he can see it. He and me.
No, so we have no idea. I had a DM once who would roll it themselves, so even the character didn't know what their death save, what they were on. So the only person who knew was the DM. I thought that was
now I want to do
brutal.
that.
Oh,
So even the character's like, I don't even know. I don't know.
I didn't come through, mate.
I haven't made it yet. I wasn't sure if that's what you were gonna.
Oh no. We'll stick to.
Thank you.
That was too brutal.
That would be a bit rough.
I tell you what would be
Yeah.
worse is making you roll it but not letting you see the result.
Oh, do you know you could get like a Joe if you were live, you could get one of the
Yeah.
towers and just have it turned to the DM so you could drop it in and the DM would go, hang on.
So it's just a flat D20, right?
Flat D20, yeah.
But do I take 2 off for my exhaustion?
I guess so. It's a D20 check.
Oh, that's rough.
You're tired even when you're dead? That's like the worst.
I'm literally asleep.
you are dead tired.
I mean, in fairness, you're paralysed. It should probably be an automatic fail.
No, don't be like that.
Surely a death saving throw is like the will of your spirit to maintain in your mortal form. Sorry, my cat's had that. I've not gone to bed yet. Go to sleep. I'll be there in a minute.
How do I
Just
make
be glad.
How do I make it private again?
Are you doing it on your iPad?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I think you hold it on an iPad. So select.
Yeah, Sammy's the one to ask that because she's disappeared.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold the dice. And it's, oh no, that's not it. It's trying to change my dice. Let me quickly Google. Sorry.
Sammy, how'd you roll to DM on a tablet?
Oh, yeah. No, if you press it
bottom
on
button.
one, there's an arrow.
If I press it on what? Sorry.
Just highlight 1d20.
Oh.
And then there's an
Okay,
up arrow. Yeah.
DM. Roll.
But yeah, just be glad this isn't Pathfinder because you can do what's called a coup de grace, where if someone's incapacitated, you only have to beat their AC and you straight out kill them. It's like 4 times damage or something stupid if you fail it as well.
Yeah. What the
So auto hits.
Yeah.
Auto hit coup de grace does, and then if you roll over their AC, you just kill the character straight out.
That's crazy. Because obviously, like D&D, it's like you have to do the hit points in it. It's like maximum hit points. If you do that much damage, then it's to kill. But just AC is insane.
Right.
Or,
So this.
Anyway, yeah, we won't talk about Pathfinder. We're not playing Pathfinder, but
Yeah, this. Yeah, no, we'll finish this combat because it's getting pretty late now. So this ghoul is going to lean past his mate, so he's kind of going to be in this square, and as he's attacking, he's rolled 20 to hit Farrow.
that hits.
Okay, that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage, slashing damage. Constitution saving throw, please.
Are these ones?
Answer.
Oh yeah, they can't move.
Shrugged it off. Yeah, no, they're incapacitated. But I mean, how long does that last for? Is it?
It lasts as long as Tala's alive, doesn't it? The incapacitation, or is it just till their next turn?
It's a minute when you shred it out.
Minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't be able to do anything.
Lifetime in combat though. So Pippa's turn.
Okay. I can't remember if this is a thing. So remind me if this is a thing. If I were to get next to Horace, could I use like a medicine check to stabilize him?
Yes.
Yes. You don't want me to do that?
Do you want? Not my place to tell you what to do.
You were shaking your head. Yeah, go for it.
I know.
I can't help but physically react, but do what you want to do. Don't let me affect your choices.
Because you are right next to, but how beat up is this ghoul? She's definitely moving because she can't see anything. So that one's incapacitated. That one's incapacitated. That one can still
Yeah.
reach.
Yeah, Dave. Question: If Ghoul 1 and Ghoul 2 are both incapacitated,
Yeah.
How is
how did I get attacked?
this ghoul able to reach
It was
through the square of
this
another
ghoul.
player?
He's kind of in this square. They're reaching over each other.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. So,
Mm.
I see.
So this one is still active.
Yeah, the original ghoul.
OG.
Yeah. Forgive me my sins. Pippa is going to run past wherever she's gone. I think I actually put her in the same square as Farrow. I can't find her now.
There you
There
go.
she is. Pippa's going to use her nimbleness and get past.
That
to
is going
here.
to provoke an opportunity attack from this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't realise they could reach into the square of somebody else.
Yeah, it's kind of we're sort of riffing. Rolls
That's
a
fine.
9, however.
So missed me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bro, it's a good job I was moving through the square of his friend. You probably just bat his friend on the head. And she will use her action to stem whatever bleeding she can find and
Okay.
stabilize
Go
Horace.
for it then. Yeah. So medicine check. Your DC is 10 to stabilize Horus. Keep wanting to call you Horace.
Horace.
Tidy.
Hooray!
Yeah. So you've stemmed the bleeding. So let's get rid of, and your paralysis is gone. So you're just
stabilizes, doesn't it?
unconscious. Yes.
Just
unconscious and still prone.
Just
Takes us
unconscious.
to. So that's actually you haven't got any bonus actions at the minute, have you, Leah? I don't think. No. So Tala's turn.
If I move here
Mm-hmm.
and I can see Horace,
Yes.
I will cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
So you regain 10 hit points.
Oh my god, thank you.
Nice. So you've still got an action.
Mid.
He's alive.
I can't step into Farrow's space, can I?
You can't stay there. What would your intention be?
To step into his space and use a holy word or potentially on the original ghoul.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You could sort of reach round the corner. You could sort of barge him out of the way enough. So yeah, no problem. Well, in fact, we could still keep you there, if I may. I'll just pop you back so we know where you are, and you can.
21 to hit.
21 hits. These big numbers here, Sammi. Come on.
Nope.
Please.
That's a 2.
Chipping away. Anything else?
No. I'm
Okay.
going to stay where I am.
Farrow's turn.
Okay, so that changes what I was going to do because I was going to cast Cure Wounds on Horace.
Okay.
However, seeing that Horace is now back up and Farrow's are like, I've had enough of this shit, he's going to start swinging it. Pull number one in front of him.
Okay, so that's an advantage attack.
Okay. Take
Double
that.
team them.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
26 to hit
Ooh.
for 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay, and your second attack.
Oh,
Second attack, I assume it's just standard roll.
Yeah. In fact, it shouldn't have been an advantage. I'm just looking through. They have disadvantage, but it's okay.
In fairness, the 20 was the first of the two dice, so it was 20 and 14.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that's cool.
Um,
Not that
and then 23 to hit with the second.
23 hits. Big numbers. Big numbers.
Max damage, 10 points piercing.
That's enough
come
to kill it.
on.
How does it die?
Nice.
Nice.
So he's just going to stab it through the throat. I
Okay.
think.
Anything
And
else
then I'm
from
going
you?
to stay where I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay, Horace's turn.
Annoyingly, I can't move Hunter's Mark without killing this creature.
Yeah. Do I don't know?
if you
Yeah.
can stay where you are and attack Ghoul 1, which is the only one that can attack you back, stay
Yeah.
there and I'll fill the gap and I'll take the hit because I think I'm doing a bit better than you are. So, with,
Okay, so I can swing at this one around the corner.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, in that case, I will take a pop at him then, please, Mr. DM.
Okay, half your movement to stand
Go on.
up.
Yes, please. Sorry. Yes. Oh, also, does that put me? That'll put me on exhaustion level 2, right? Because I went down and then up again.
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Underhead. Hey. Great. Because that would fucking suck.
Yes, it would.
Okay, sweet. Have a roll. Make it a big one. That's fucking terrible. Jesus. Can I use heroic inspiration, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Because I am tired of these mo-fucking ghouls. Again.
There's not a fucking house.
Hey!
mate.
Oh,
Very
Lord and Saviour. You grazed
Um,
him. Yay.
This is the -2s as well for the exhaustion, which is just.
Yep.
Messing
So, Graze. Graze
3
is my
damage.
friend.
Okay.
3 damage.
Anything else?
A little cry. Oh, can I please lay on hands?
Yeah.
On
Bow. Bonus action, weep.
myself.
Yep. So the ghoul, this ghoul is going to try and claw at Horace. Ooh, just rolled off a natural 20 for a 12. Misses. Come
Wait,
on.
what?
It misses 12.
Oh, disadvantage.
Leah, Pippa's turn.
If we hit this one, I'll wake it up, and we definitely don't want to wake that one up.
Lie between Horace's legs and cast firebolt.
Yeah.
The original goal.
I'd have to do it at disadvantage, but I don't want to use another spell slot. My final spell slot. Do something that would guarantee hit. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, go for
Let
it.
me remember how one. Would I be? I'd be at disadvantage, wouldn't I? Because I'm base to base.
What I'll do under these circumstances and say that you can fire round, and I'll give him cover, which is probably better than disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, we shall see.
Hopefully.
Come on. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
And then 6 damage.
Oh, thank God for that, Leah. He was on 3. How does he die?
Oh, there you go. Good night. Boom.
We all just get in a circle around this last ghoul and just jump him.
Yeah. I think what we'll do then is I'll amend the initiative order slightly because you can stack this in your favour. So if we start with Tala, all I'm going to ask you to do is your in initiative order, hit it. So Tala, you go
Literally, that's
first.
all. Hit it.
If that's what you
Hit
want
it,
to do.
right.
I'm doing that
Mm.
overbearing dungeon master thing. Let's see if we can kill it in a turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and squeeze in here. Oh, one too far. And I'm going to swing
Go for it.
at him.
Yep.
For a 17.
17's going to hit. Your damage is
9.
9 points of radiant damage. Nice.
And then I'm going to slide back over.
That's fine. Okay, Farrow.
So bonus action move from its mark.
Yeah.
That's about to say.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yay.
we're just gonna smack him. Smack him.
Surely.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
7 slashing and 5 force.
Yeah.
Second attack.
He's on 1 hit point, dude.
Oh, 19, 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice. Good night.
8 to 8 piercing. Hunter's mark only happens once a round, doesn't it? Not that it matters because he's dead
No.
anyway, but
No, every hit it happens.
oh, every hit. Okay,
Every
I'll roll it anyway. But
hit. Yeah.
Really
Mhm.
do force.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to dispatch, surround, and just pummel this last ghoul into the ground. And now, the position that you're in, as the last ghoul dies, you can see through here. There's a statue. You're not close enough yet to figure out what it is. Hold up, let me zoom out so you can all see. So there's a statue of something in this larger chamber here. The dungeon itself continues down to the south and west. And down here, this is where the chanting seems to be coming from, down these steps. But you've also got a north passageway there. So I'm going to present to you, gang. Do we need to end the session here if Sammy's struggling?
I am struggling, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, it's
Farrowwood would also suggest that we take a short rest here as well. Just stop because we've just taken a full night. So that might be the place to stop as well.
Roll some hit dice.
Let's get somewhere with our backs against the wall where we can see every entrance and every exit, and let's take a rest. 'Cause I'd like to do a peaky arcane
Potentially
recovery.
back in the other room then.
I think that's a good shout.
Okay.
But I'd also, just as a bit of that last ghoul, I think Farrow was chopping at that last ghoul for a little bit too long.
Mm.
It got a bit of a frenzy.
Then go.
I like how some of you have written. Josh has got one as well. Some of you have written characters that you want me to traumatize. It's wonderful. You know what? You can get yourself into this room. You can hunker down. You can have your short rest. That's not going to be a problem. That's a reasonable space for us to finish the session. And it's also a reasonable time, because I've been waiting to do it all session, to say happy birthday, Sammi.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
The day of your birthday?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is, yeah.
Oh, happy your birthday for tomorrow.
Happy
Thanks.
birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope you feel better.
Oh, fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
great.
Yeah.
I had to go do the social thing and celebrate my nephew's birthday. Because his is the day after mine.
Yeah.
And I spent far too much time being social and gave myself a migraine.
Fair. Human say.
So, I know, right?
Yeah.
Are we all good for the 27th? Assuming that Leah finishes on time.
Yeah, if I finish. I'm on 6:30.
Okay.
So as long as I'm not
Yeah.
2 hours late off.
I might struggle.
Okay, mate.
I
Yeah.
might
Yeah. I'll
I
stick
think-
another date in the chat.
Thank you.
When next we can play. I'll turn the thing off.
Wait.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. The no people that watch.
Somebody's literally just joined the chat for finishing.
You know, man.
Bye.